Hi students, in our last class we have discussed about equations of motion. In this lecture, I will try to derive an expression for displacement in nth second. First of all, you try to understand what do you mean by displacement in nth second. Suppose a particle has started its journey and it is under motion. It has started its journey at t equal to 0. Slowly, it is moving. At t equal to 1, the particle is here. Let us suppose it is uniformly accelerated motion. What is this? This is displacement of the particle in first second. Let us suppose the particle is at t equal to 2, it is here. What is this? This is displacement of the particle in second second. This is first second displacement. This is the second displacement. First, second displacement. Second means 1 second. This is displacement in second displacement. Second lies in between t equal to 1 and t equal to 2. First second lies in between t equal to 0 and t equal to 1. Now, I want to learn about displacement in nth second. What do you mean by nth second? Nth second lies in between t equal to n minus 1 and t equal to n. So, whichever the second that lies in between t equal to n minus 1 and t equal to n. This span of time is known as nth second. I want to calculate this displacement. This displacement will be displacement in nth second. Our target is to calculate this. To calculate this, I will give you an idea. First of all, I will try to calculate this total. What is this total? This total is displacement in n seconds. And I will calculate this one. What is this? This is displacement in n minus 1 seconds. Displacement in n seconds, and this will be displacement in n minus 1 seconds. Then the difference of these two will give you displacement in nth second. So nth second means it is a span of only 1 second that is lying in between t equal to n minus 1 and t equal to n. How to calculate displacement in n seconds? I will take the help of the equation s equal to ut plus half a t square. What is this equation? This is displacement in t seconds. But my target is to calculate displacement in n seconds. Means time has to be replaced with n. So displacement in n seconds will be equal to u n plus half a n square, because I have placed in place of t n. Displacement in n minus 1 seconds will be equal to, in place of t what I have to put? N minus 1. U into n minus 1 plus half a into n minus 1 whole square. Our target is to calculate this one. This one is the difference of Sn and Sn minus 1. So, we will try to calculate difference of Sn and Sn minus 1, which will give you displacement in nth second. So displacement in nth second will be total displacement in n seconds, that is Sn minus Sn minus 1, which will be equal to Sn un plus half a n square minus u into n minus 1 plus half a n minus 1 whole square, which is equal to un plus half a n square minus, you subtract the terms, un plus u minus half a into, I am expanding n minus 1 whole square, n square minus 2n plus 1, which will be equal to un gets cancelled, half a n square gets cancelled. Who will remain? U minus a by 2 into 2n, minus 2 gets cancelled, so it will be an minus half a, which will be equal to u plus a into n minus half. Hence, displacement in nth second will be equal to u plus a into n minus half. This is displacement in nth second will be u plus a into n minus half. This is fourth equation of motion in continuation to our previous three equations of motion. After understanding this, I will discuss an example related to this theory. Let me take a body which has started its journey with an initial velocity of 5 meters per second. Let us try to understand the nature of its motion with the help of equations of motion. Yeah, let me take up a particle whose initial velocity is 5 meters per second. Isn't it? At t equal to 0, it has started its journey with an initial velocity of 5 meters per second. And it is under retarded motion with a retardation of 2 meters per second square. You try to understand. I already told you, I have given the motion to be retarded motion. Motion is retarded motion means velocity and acceleration must have opposite sign. Means if velocity is forward, acceleration must be backward because they should have opposite sign. As a result, the speed of the particle continuously increases. At t equal to 1 second, I would like to find out the velocity. How to find out the velocity? With the help of the equation v equal to u plus at. Do you remember? Velocity at any time t you can calculate with the help of v equal to u plus at, which is equal to initial velocity. We know that it will be plus 5. Why plus 5? It is moving along plus x-axis. Acceleration must be negative because the motion is retarded motion. Velocity and acceleration must have opposite sign when the motion is retarded motion. That's why minus 2. At what time you want to find out the velocity? At a t equal to 1. So into 1, which will be equal to 5 minus 2, 3 meters per second. Hence at t equal to 1, the particle is moving with velocity 3 meters per second. Next, at timing t equal to 2, I would like to find the velocity. At a timing t equal to 2, if I want to find the velocity, what I have to do? I have to substitute in place of time t at 2 seconds, which will become 1 meter per second. That is, at t equal to 2, the velocity of the particle will become 1 meter per second. And the next junction is, I want to verify at what timing the velocity of the particle will become 0. At what timing velocity of the particle will become 0? Whenever the final velocity becomes 0. We know final velocity expression will be u plus at, which has to become 0. Initial velocity we know that it will be plus 5. Acceleration will be minus 2 into t is equal to 0. Implies t will be equal to 2.5 seconds. At t equal to 2.5 seconds, the particle will come to rest. So, at t equal to 2.5 seconds, the particle will come to rest. In here, every student will feel comfortable. If the question is, what happens after t equal to 2.5 seconds? What happens? till there is acceleration which is acting on the particle, which is acting in backward direction. At all instants of time, there is an acceleration which is acting in backward direction, whose value is 2 meter per second square. Then what will happen? What happens is, after t equal to 2.5 seconds also, there will be acceleration which is acting on the particle in backward direction. Then the particle starts moving in backward direction. So from t equal to 2.5 seconds onwards, the particle starts moving in backward direction. For example, at t equal to 3 seconds, if I want to find the velocity, you try to find the velocity at t equal to 3 seconds. With the help of v equal to u plus EAT, v equal to u is already plus 5, a is minus 2 into timing will be 3, which is minus 1 meter per second, which says that the particle has returned and it is coming back. So at t equal to 3, it is moving in backward direction. How can I say that it is moving in backward direction? Velocity has become negative, which says that the particle is moving along negative x-axis. Generally, students used to solve the problem up to here and they used to remain as it is because they thought that the particle will come to permanent rest, which is not correct. The particle again comes back and retraces its journey. What about the velocity? This is the time at t equal to 3, of course. At t equal to 4, if I want to find the velocity, how much will be the velocity at t equal to 4? 5 minus 8, which will be minus 3 meter per second. Means 3 meter per second backward. It continuously increases its speed and it will go on. Whether backward motion of the particle is accelerated motion or retarded motion, have you observed? The magnitude of the velocity is continuously increasing. Why? Because the velocity which is negative, which is backward, and acceleration is also negative. That's why velocity is supported by the acceleration. Whenever velocity and acceleration have same sign, the motion will become accelerated motion. Have you observed? From t equal to 0 to t equal to 2.5, the motion was a retarded motion. Why? Because velocity is positive here, acceleration is negative. Whereas after crossing the time in t equal to 2.5 seconds, the velocity has become negative, acceleration is already negative. That's why the motion has become accelerated motion, because the velocity and acceleration are having same sign. It keeps on moving. So this analogy you need to understand. After this, whichever the parameter that you want to calculate, you can calculate it depending on the situation.